Has Kamala Harris conceded? Let's break it down. There's been a lot of chatter recently, especially in the media and social circles, asking if Vice President Kamala Harris has conceded her role or influence in any way. But what exactly does conceded mean in this context, and is there any truth to these rumors? Today, we're going to dive deep into it. To start, we need to clarify what conceding really means in the political world. When someone concedes, it typically means they're stepping back, admitting defeat, or even withdrawing from a contest. In the case of Kamala Harris, there's been speculation around her political visibility, her role in the current administration, and her involvement in key decisions. Has Kamala Harris really conceded anything? First off, let's address the most common claim: is Kamala Harris stepping back from her responsibilities? The short answer is no. Despite the fact that Harris has faced some criticism for her role, particularly with certain policy challenges, there's no official confirmation that she's conceded any major role or function as vice president. However, there have been moments when Harris has been noticeably less visible on the front lines, particularly on some of the more controversial issues the administration has faced. The role of the vice president, a behind-the-scenes position. The role of the vice president isn't always in the public eye. While the president gets the headlines and the bulk of public attention, the vice president often works behind the scenes, whether that's helping to broker deals in Congress, representing the administration in global meetings, or leading domestic initiatives. Kamala Harris has done all of this, from working on the border crisis to being an advocate for voting rights. However, her public image hasn't always been flawless. Some of her more high-profile assignments, like managing the border situation or handling voting rights legislation, have drawn criticism. And while there have been suggestions that she might step back or concede certain tasks, that's not the same as an official withdrawal. In fact, many of these rumors are just based on her lower public visibility in certain areas. Why is this even a question? So, why is this even being talked about? Well, it's partly because of the current political climate. As we all know, things can change fast in politics. Whenever there's tension or dissatisfaction, whether it's from the public, the media, or even within the administration, rumors start to fly. Harris's relatively low-profile role in recent months has opened the door for critics to claim she's stepping back or losing influence. Plus, there's the upcoming 2024 election cycle. With President Biden's approval ratings fluctuating and the political landscape constantly shifting, people are speculating about future moves. Does Kamala Harris have a future in the administration, or is she quietly preparing to shift her focus elsewhere? These questions have only added fuel to the fire. What's next for Kamala Harris? Despite all the chatter, Kamala Harris hasn't officially conceded anything. She remains vice president and is still very much involved in shaping policies. Whether it's fighting for women's rights, advocating for economic equity, or representing the U.S. abroad, she's still playing an active role. However, there's a growing conversation about her political future. Will she run for president in 2028? Could she step aside to make room for someone else? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure: Kamala Harris has not conceded anything at this point, and she's not going anywhere anytime soon. Conclusion. So, to wrap things up, Kamala Harris has not conceded any part of her role as vice president. She's still actively involved, still working behind the scenes, and still a crucial part of the Biden administration. Any rumors suggesting otherwise? Well, they're just that, rumors. What do you think? Do you believe Kamala Harris is quietly stepping back, or is this just another political rumor designed to stir up controversy? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more updates, and share with your friends who are wondering